This video was brought to you by EA Game Changers program.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports.
Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
He's now made back-to-back Pro Bowls. And remember how he began his career? He was a defensive end who converted to offensive tackle. And at Army, he was actually a wide receiver, even at his size. Not only that, a former Army Ranger, led the league in interception return yards, provides great veteran leadership, and some real thump coming from his spot in the secondary.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. First and 10. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. First and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Dalton now to pass. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. That throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Cam Hayward, always a force. Got range maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up
slowly a yard, and that'll make this a second down.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Here's Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. 8 yards on fourth down. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on fourth down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Dalton. And that is incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively. That's Devin Bush making the play. Suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here first and 10. They begin on the ground here with Connor. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
With the offensive line, they didn't just gash him, they blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster, and he's taken down inside the 30. Safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? Fielded about a yard deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight. Scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the score, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even call more of that. Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against
off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Now on 2nd and 13. Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards on the play. First Dalton now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Toward the end zone, but
he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And again, he's going to be 3rd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And for the 3rd straight play, he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final. Right there, couldn't it?
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. With a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And that'll wind up incomplete. In the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Set for the 4th quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he finds McDonald. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They go play action with Roethlisberger. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk
coverage. Especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 15 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, it absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Green. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Back to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he'll be out of bounds. He'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. All right, here's Dalton. On the screen, Bernard. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved
did.
The defensive.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.